Hi, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm making granola today. Come on in and I'll show you how easy it is. I have in my bowl here 4 cups of old-fashioned oats. I choose to always keep those on hand because they're great for making cookies, of course oatmeal, and then you have your granola. So the old-fashioned ones don't get as mushy as the quick cooking ones. So you'll see them side by side in the grocery aisle. So I just wanted to give you a heads up to look for that difference. I have about 7 ounces of sweetened coconut. You find that in the chocolate chip aisle. And I have 2 cups of nuts. I went through my freezer and I found, odds and ends. You can use any kind that you want. Today I'm choosing a combination of walnuts, pecans, and almonds. And I just chopped them up into smaller pieces. And in a separate container, I mixed my wet ingredients. This has about 1.5 cups of maple syrup, the real kind, and a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. You can use whatever oil works for you. I have used coconut oil very well in the past. Today it was a little chilly in my house because the coconut oil solidified. So rather than mess with that, I just used what I had. It needs to be something that doesn't have a strong flavor. I wouldn't use olive oil in it for that reason. And you can use like 2 tablespoons of warm water. Today I chose to use extract. I had some coffee extract in the cupboard, which I made myself. I just basically took espresso beans and crushed them up with a mortar and pestle and put it in with vodka and shake, shake, shake. And then after a set time, you drain it out and then it becomes coffee extract. But you can use coffee left over from your morning breakfast. So it has about 3 generous tablespoons of brown sugar. One thing I remember when I first started learning how to cook was the difference between light brown sugar and dark brown sugar. I remember standing in the aisle just debating because there were so many choices, and there's an older gentleman standing next to me, and I said, what's the difference between light brown sugar and dark brown sugar? And he's like, I don't know, I just get what my wife tells me to. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks for helping. So it turns out dark brown sugar has more molasses in it, which gives it a more robust flavor. It's a deeper flavor, I would say. There's no such thing as bad. It's just a little bit more expensive for dark brown sugar. So for most of my recipes, I just keep extra light brown sugar. But if you have dark brown sugar, that's really good too. Since I'm using the coffee extract, I won't even worry about it. Oh, you know what would be good? Kahlua. If you could put Kahlua in here instead of an extract, that would be really yummy. So I'm just going to stir this around. I have a roasting pan. It's the same one that I would use to cook a turkey in or pot roast, but I just used the coconut oil and just rubbed around it to grease it up so it doesn't stick. My oven is preheating to 300 degrees. And just stir it around. You want to make sure that all of the ingredients are combined. Once they are, I'm going to dump it into the pan. I'll put it in the oven for about a ½ hour and keep on checking. You're going to notice that it turns a light golden darkness. It will crisp up as it cools. So if you feel like it's not crunchy enough, just have the faith and let it cool down and it will get crunchy. Now, I live in a humid environment. Florida is not really very forgiving when it comes to keeping things on the counter. If I was up north in New England, I'd probably just put it on the counter in an airtight container. But here, I would probably just pop it in the fridge inside of an airtight container. It's good by itself. I also use it to put in my parfaits. So I'd have like some kind of a fruit, whether it's a pie filling or jam. And lemon curd is really good. Then some vanilla yogurt and then some granola on top. So yum. I've also used it as just plain cereal. I would put it in a bowl with some milk and it's amazing. And there's no preservatives. This is all stuff that I had in my cupboards. So I can tell now that it's plenty around. And I'm gonna basically start it with 30 minutes, and then if I find that I stir it around a little bit and pop it in for 15-minute increments after that. And each time I stir it, I'll just be maintaining like to see what it looks like. When I start to see that light golden brown, that's when I know it's gonna be ready. And when I do take it out, I'm gonna rest it on the counter for a little bit and immediately put in my raisins. About a cup. Honestly, raisins are just like anything else where you just measure it with your heart. You can just throw in, you know, handfuls and then stir it around until you see. But I usually do about 1.5 to 2 cups personally. So that's it. That's my granola, and I'll show you the after picture. But it's just super easy and super forgiving. If you don't have any one of the ingredients, it's not going to make a big deal either way. It's up to you, what you like. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Bye. This is what the granola looks like before it's baked. And this is what the granola looks like after about 55 minutes. Add the raisins while the granola is still warm and let it cool on the counter and store in the fridge.